Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Salad Bowl Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Thompson, and today I get to sit down with a good friend of mine who's in town just for a little bit of work. He carved out a little bit of time to come sit down and talk with me, and literally what I'm about to introduce to you is probably one of the coolest cats out there. His name is Shawon Clark, but we just call him Clark. One thing I can guarantee you if you watch this episode is that normalizing authenticity will seem a lot more clear when you see two brothers sit down and exchange their thoughts and opinions. Let's go ahead and hop into this next episode of the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Now, give me my theme music.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. You are now tuned into the... Listen up, don't care if you about to pass out or you just getting up. You really did your thing with this one, Kevin, gotta give it up. Messages you bring and be motivation to live it up. We out here really normalizing authenticity. Can't be talking all the time, cause that mean you ain't listening. I think you look better when you smile, I see you glistening. Communication helping me to see what you envisioning. Yeah, back to the mission then. Whether you black, white, brown, yellow, or green, more can be accomplished as a team. Together the problem is never as hard as it may seem. Lot of captivating convos like Martin telling his dream. We choosing curiosity over certainty. You should certainly subscribe to this one here with some urgency. This a win. Even Cali know. You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. The Salad Bowl Podcast.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Yeah, you are now tuned in to the...
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
You are now tuned into the Salad Bowl Podcast with Kevin Thompson.
Welcome back to the Salad Bowl Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Thompson, and today I get to sit with a good homie of mine. This guy, man, we met a couple years back, and it's just been somebody that has went from my outside circle of friends quickly to somebody that I would invite in my house. Trustworthy dude, somebody that I really vibe with, and I think has some immense character, hence why I invited him to come on the show. But I want to officially welcome my main man right here. We call him Clark, but...
You call me Clark. It's
yeah. All right, but your first name is Shawon, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Shawon to the show.
For sure, absolutely, man.
Cool,
I appreciate
man.
you having me, too.
Yeah, no problem, no, man. I wouldn't rather be sitting with anybody else right now but you, bro. We get into our first segment of every show. We call it The Harvest.
Okay.
Now, The Harvest is where we get into people's roots because... I think sometimes the world moves so fast. We see people before like their face value, and we don't consider where they come from, their socialization, and that gives us a lot of answers about who people actually are.
Right.
So we want to get into your roots, man. I know one of the first things I learned about you, dog, was that you were from Detroit.
Yeah.
And from what I know about Detroit, man, I ain't never been to Detroit, but I hear it's one of the rougher cities in America. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing, man?
Yeah, for sure. So I was born in Chicago.
Okay.
Right? So I was born in Chicago. My parents are from Chicago. But we moved to Detroit when I was 3, right?
Got it.
With the expectation that it was going to be safer, right? than Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Obviously things changed a little bit, but yeah, so yeah, I'm from Detroit. I grew up there. My parents, my brothers, my sister, I got 3 brothers and a sister, so I'm the second oldest.
Got it.
Yeah, but very, 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 very humble beginnings, man. Like,
Okay.
So like if you've seen the block that I grew up on, which is crazy, like to think about it now, because like growing up on my block, it like looking at it, it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we
had friends there. Like obviously, like. My school was right down the street, but it wasn't a great block, but it wasn't a bad block. But now, like if you went on that block today, so I took my kids and my ex-wife and we drove through there like this is probably like 7-8 years ago.
No kidding.
And they're like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Lock the doors.
Really?
Yeah.
It got that bad.
Oh yeah. Like I'm talking about, so like where my house is, there was pretty much houses on that whole block. But now if you go on that block, it's like the house I grew up in, my neighbor's house, vacant lot, burnt up house.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Regular house, burnt down. Like it like vegetation growing on the sides of houses.
Dang.
Like it is crazy, bro.
Does
But,
Detroit ever make a comeback? I mean, like, I know there's ebbs and flows with cities, but do you think there's any hope for your old neighborhood?
man, I want to say so. I want to say yes, right? Just because Detroit has potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, the problem is, like, all of their efforts are focused in one area, right? Which is downtown area. And it's kind of like pushing out this way.
Yeah.
But as that happens, that's where you get the gentrification, right? So it's like, it's pushing people out, you know what I'm saying? And so can Detroit rebound? For sure, but it's not gonna look like Detroit at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna look like how it was when I grew up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You say you come from humble beginnings, bro. Like, I don't think everybody understands that statement the same way. When you talk about humble beginnings from a rough city, what does that kind of mean in your eyes?
Man, so humble beginnings for me, like we were like poor, you know what I'm saying? So to give you like full context, right? So my parents, they've been together like 40 something years. Right?
Oh, nice.
40 something years. But they had, so my dad was 16 and my mom was 17 when they had my older brother.
Wow.
The following year they had me. 2 years later they had my younger brother. 4 years after that they had my youngest brother.
Wow.
And so by the time they were 23 and 24, or not even, by the time they were 21 and 22, they had four kids.
Children.
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? Like 4 kids at 21 and 22.
Yeah.
Right. So you're talking about somebody like beating the odds. Like, all of my brothers have graduated high school.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're doing like pretty well in life. You know what I'm saying? My sister's in college. She's graduating in May.
Oh man,
my
congratulations.
Parents are still together. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you talking about like beating the odds, but like the odds were stacked against us. You know what I'm saying? Like being in Detroit, on top of like them taking in like my aunt's kids, you know? And so we're in this 2-family flat. So I got my parents, their 4 kids, and then my cousins, right? So it's 3 of them. We brought them in. It's like 4 bedrooms in this house. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like that. It was not enough resources to go around for the amount of people that were in that house. But my parents figured out a way to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And so I think about it now, and I'm like, yo, like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I can't imagine, so my older brother's the only one who has kids out of all of my siblings. And so I have the resources. I can bring in my niece and nephew. Like that's easy for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I have more than what my parents had when I was growing up. And so for them to do what they were able to do for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man. Well, they say we stand on the shoulders of giants, man. And I think back to like, I mean, we're shooting this episode here in February. It's Black History Month. Yeah. And one of the things that I always try to like reflect on during those times is like how resilient, you know, our people are under those circumstances. It's like, whether it's getting it out the mud or just, you know, working hard, putting their head down and working hard, man, and making the best out of a little bit. Man, I even think about like my grandparents, and we see our ancestors prior to our parents, they had less than them. Right. So like I feel like we've been upgrading this thing by generation, but for us to look back and realize like, dang, they really didn't have that much. Right. And they were making the most of it. Like my grandmothers and my grandfather, like they come from households with like 12 kids, man. Yeah. And they wasn't making anything close to what I make right now. Facts. But they still found a way to make it work, man. Yeah. I love stories like that. Of course, we will want resources to be there, but to know that people that we come from figured it out, man, I think that's super huge.
That's like a driving factor for me though. Cause it's like, yo, like, cause you know, some days you just kind of get, I don't know about you, but for me, like some days I just kind of get in that mood where I'm like, yo, like, but then I like, no, like this, like, from where I come from, like this is easy. Like, this is easy work. Even that, and I speak as a Marine, but like this is easy work compared to like the hand that they were dealt. You know what I'm saying, and the hand that I was dealt. I'm like, yo, like this is easy, man. I can get up and do it. This is
100%. I kind of low key feel like we owe it to them to make sure that we do it under these terms because they had it so much harder, man.
For sure.
Dang. Sure. But you know, as you're saying that, like I'm thinking about all the people that I know that are from Detroit. They have that mentality.
Yeah.
Like, I think that they know that, okay, we didn't come from rainbows or sunshine, all the time, but like we figured it out. And dog, I don't know how y'all battled the cold up there. Lord.
Hey, man. Listen,
oh my goodness. And y'all left Chicago to go to Detroit? Y'all like the cold?
Hey, listen, it's all Midwest. And then, so now they live in Indianapolis, which is not.
Oh my goodness.
It's all Midwest, man. It's all the same.
Bruh, I could not do that. I feel like that makes you hard in itself, like just being in the cold.
Yeah, I'm telling you that, like, when you hear about them stories, you know what I'm saying? You're from the A, so like, I don't know if y'all really had it where like you really are walking like a mile in a snowstorm to
Absolutely
get to
not.
school.
We don't do that down there.
Like that was like that was the thing. And so, you know what I'm saying? When I talk to my kids, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like hyperbole, but it's not.
No, it's real life.
This really happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
it's a real thing.
It's funny because in Atlanta, man, let one snow flurry hit that ground. The whole city gonna shut down. Like, we not going to school. Nobody going to work. Especially now after COVID, people know how to work remote now. Ain't nobody making no moves if any type of snow hit the ground, bro. Yeah, man.
And I'm saying, I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it, bro. Like, I do also, you know what I'm saying, think work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I do subscribe to that too, but I also think back to, there's a quote that, man, how does it go? I don't want to mess it up, but it says, like, hard times make strong men, and then
strong men make easy times.
Easy times, and then easy times make weak men.
Yeah,
like that.
Yep.
And then it's just like one big circle, right? You know what I'm saying? And so I think about that too sometimes.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
It is a cycle.
It's a cycle.
It is a cycle.
Because I even think about, like, we both have kids we're raising, and like, there's sometimes that mentality of like, oh, my kids don't have it as hard as me. Like, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Like, it is a good thing. Sometimes I look at my kids, I be like, boy, y'all some spoiled little brats. But I'm happy that I had the opportunity to make you spoiled. I always joke around. I'm like, I wanted my generation of kids to be the first ones that were privileged, right? I think they deserve it.
For sure. If I'm working this hard, like, I want my kids to enjoy like the fruits of my labor.
Facts.
You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? And I would hope that I raise them in a way where they can just carry it on and
100%.
make it better and bigger.
Yeah, man.
But like, yes, if I'm working this hard, like, I don't want you to also work hard.
Right.
Like, I want you to work smart. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to work as hard. But you go on to continue this thing,
Yeah, man. So, speaking of work, I mean, of course, growing up in Detroit, and if anybody knows anything about Clark, that he's a United States Marine.
Yeah.
How did growing up in Detroit equate or get a formula to how you ended up in some recruiter's office joining a military branch?
Man. So, like, my military journey wasn't a normal path. So I graduated high school. And I went to college immediately. Okay. Right? So I went to Wayne State University. The problem with that is Wayne State University is in downtown Detroit. Right? So it's in downtown Detroit. And when I graduated high school, my parents, like I told you, we had a 2-family flat. So when I graduated, they moved to Indiana.
Got it.
Left me and my older brother the house.
Oh.
So now, mind you, like, this is like my first time pretty much on my own. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got the downstairs. My brother got the upstairs.
Dang.
Right. And so I'm like, and mind you, like, I'm a pretty smart student. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I know how to be studious and all of these things. But when I got to college, bro, like, I'm like going from home, downtown Detroit, going to school, doing these things. But then it got to like a point where I started partying. So I'm partying and trying to keep up with my schoolwork. And for a while, it was good. Like, everything was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm still maintaining my grades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm partying here and there, but it's not too crazy. I got introduced to the Noops. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So it was like that. And then,
that's the crowd to be a part of, right?
Bro, listen. But at some point in that, because like I told you, like, the structure is good, like, you know what I'm saying? Not even a structure, but like my dad, like pretty much kept us locked on. Like, he was gone. He was in Indiana, right? And so now it's me. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I got the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm like, you know what? I could party a little bit more. Like, these classes, they're not that hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I can maintain. And then I don't know, man. It just got to a point where like partying went up, schoolwork went down.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, that was my biggest fear coming out of high school. One, I wasn't as studious as you sound.
Yeah.
But I think I wasn't so studious because I thought school was easy, right? So, but I remember when it came time for me to either like choose to go to the workforce or go to the military or whatever, or go to college, I was like, man, I like had almost like a vision. I was like, if I go to somebody's school, bro, I know, I know for a fact, like, there's nothing good that's gonna come from it right now.
Right.
Even like, I was 18, you know, like, and kind of your journey, I can see myself doing something similar, probably at a lot quicker rate than what you did it. Because I was like, man, the guys I was hanging with in high school, they all want to go to the same college. I was like, it would have been all bad news.
And that was the problem, right? Because I was still in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So like, my friends are still in Detroit, the ones that didn't go off to school. And so,
so you're still in similar circles.
I'm still in the same. I'm on my block. Like,
dang,
my block. Like,
yeah.
And so like, the surroundings didn't change. Like, it would have made sense because I got accepted to Jackson State.
Oh, down in Mississippi,
Yeah. So I got accepted to Jackson State in Eastern Michigan, right? And I had been in Eastern Michigan before to like do a tour, and I was in like the 8th grade, and so my mind was already set on that. Like, you know what? I'm going to Eastern Michigan, but you know what I'm saying? I'm 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see college girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? That's where I'm going. But like senior year, like I had options, and I'm like, this just makes the most sense. It's right here. Parents gonna leave us the crib.
Right. I'll be comfortable.
Good. I already know people. I ain't got to build no relationships. Terrible idea. Terrible idea.
Looking back, what you say, like, all right, if hindsight is 2020, do you think there would have been a right choice to make at that time as far as like another college, or do you feel like there would have been some value in leaving your comfort zone to kind of really endure independence by yourself, or do you feel like it played out the way that it should have played out, or it would have played out the same way in these other spots?
So if we're going hindsight is 2020, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would have joined the Marines right after high school. Really? Yeah. Just knowing what I know now.
Okay, like, that's fair.
Knowing what I know now. Because like you and I were like, we're damn near the same age. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be 38 this year. I would retire this year. Yep. If I join right, you know what I'm saying? And so like that's like the hindsight 2020 that I think about. Like, man, like I ain't gonna say it was like a wasted 2 years, but like it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have been building towards something. Yeah. Right. But then I also think like I wouldn't have been able to like build the family that I built, or the friends that I met. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, go all the cool places that I've been, or do all the stuff that I've done. You know what I'm saying? So like also think about that part too. You know what I'm saying? And that part outweighs this part.
Do you think that if you could think back over those 2 years where you're searching for your independence, you know, I won't say making wrong decisions, but just making decisions as a young man, not really knowing your direction at the time, did anything good come out of that? Like, is there any lesson that you learned from that time that you think that you probably wouldn't have had if you would have joined the Marine Corps immediately?
I don't know. So that's a good question. I mean, nothing jumped out to me that's like I needed this. Actually, no. You know what? Like having that experience like made me realize that I needed some structure. That's what I really needed. You know what I'm saying? Because like I had that growing up. Like my mom and my dad, mostly my dad, but like I had like a way forward. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen. So I'll tell you, so I'm from Detroit, right? So I graduated from Cooley High School, which was, like I said, right down the street. Okay. But my freshman year, I went to Cass Tech, which is like, it's like one of those schools in Detroit where you have to take a test to get into, right? And so like I took the test in the 8th grade because everybody has to take the test. Passed the test. Nice. My mom got a letter in the mail. I'll never forget this. I'm at my grandma's house. Like my mom got a letter in the mail saying that I got accepted to this school. So she called my grandma's house talk to me. She's like, yo, you got accepted to Cass Tech. And I'm like, only thing I'm thinking is like, damn.
I want to go to Cooley.
Yeah. Well, because Cass is like all the way downtown.
Oh, dang.
It's all the way downtown. You got to take like 2 buses to get there.
Oh, dang.
You know what I'm saying? And like all my friends going to Cooley.
Sheesh.
And so like the only thing I could that yes, this is a like prestigious school, but I don't know nobody there. That's just all the way downtown. And so my freshman year, I'm getting up earlier than everybody else in the house.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting ready because I got to take this bus all the way downtown. You know what I'm saying? I got to walk to the bus stop. I got to take this bus. I got to walk to the school. And so the whole time I'm just thinking like, yo, this is dumb as hell. Like, this is stupid.
I ain't trying to do this.
Yo. And so the second half of the second semester, I just started skipping every day.
No kidding.
Yeah, because you got to maintain a 3.0 to stay in that school.
Oh.
And so I just started skipping. And
what'd your mama say when she found out about that?
So my mom was like the sweetest lady on the planet.
Okay.
It was my dad though.
Oh.
It was my dad.
What Pop said.
So we he I think I don't know if he got a call or a letter or what. Yeah. But somehow it came out that I had missed like 40 days or something like that.
Oh damn.
And when I tell you, I didn't even like I was just taking a bus downtown and just messing around downtown for days. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, I'm not going to like, I don't want to go to school. And so I remember he like called me. He called me into the room. And like my dad got this look, like, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all know the look.
By this time, like he stopped giving us whippings when I was like 10 years old or something like that. So
Yeah.
we weren't getting whippings, but I knew I was in trouble.
Right.
And so he's like, yo, you want to explain this, blah, blah, blah. And so like, I just told him like, listen, I don't want to go to that school. Like Cooley's right down the street. Like everybody I know go there. Like my cousins, my brothers, like everybody go there. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to go there.
Yeah. And
he looked at me because like Cass is like up here. Cooley's like down here. He's like, listen. He's like, all right. But if you bring anything less than a 3.5 on your report card in his house, it's like, I'm a
yeah.
You know
That's your ass.
It's like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dead serious. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But that was like the structure that I needed.
Yeah,
you know
man.
I was like, yo, like
that's a great agreement too. It's like for a parent, and as a parent now, like hearing that, it's like, okay, I can see that there's an issue here. My son, my daughter, whoever is communicating to me what the problem is. I can't give them too much ground because they've been messing up, but I can still provide an avenue for success here.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's dope.
Like that was one of his ways to like compromise. Like, yo, listen.
Yeah.
All right, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you do this, but like, this is my expectation from you.
Yes.
If you're gonna do this, like
structure.
Yeah. So
structure.
That is what I needed though. So I think those years that I, you know what I'm saying, messed around in college and like pretty much, I ain't gonna say effed off those 2 years, but it was just like, I just didn't have the structure that I got when I got in the Marines, right?
Yeah.
Everything's structured, right? It's like,
Everything's
like,
structured.
Here, you'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you point, you know what I'm saying? You give me some directions, I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it really well. You know what I'm saying? If you tell me to do it and you tell me how to do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But if you left me to my own wits, at least back then, I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I feel that, man. I feel that. Dang, that's an interesting journey as far as like still, I guess, playing around on the beaten path and still finding a good place to land at, man.
Yeah.
Now, because I'm your friend, of course, I know about your family life as well, too, man. You got 3 beautiful children. Yep. And can you kind of tell me like where that got kind of introduced in at what level of life did you come into fatherhood? Yeah.
So I met my ex-wife when I was at my first duty station.
No kidding.
Right, so yeah, my very first duty station, I was in Fort Leonard Wood.
Yuck.
So Fort Lost in the Woods. 0 out of 10, would not recommend.
Yeah,
actually,
man.
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that bad. That's a whole other story.
Really?
Like looking back on it, it wasn't even that bad.
Well, you're used to the cold. I mean,
well, not even just a cold, but like, mind you, I was a junior Marine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, this is my first duty station. So when I graduated MOS school, 90% of my class went to Okie.
Oh, wow.
Right? One of them went to Hawaii, like 2 of them went to the East Coast. Right? But when I used to talk to them, they were like 3 to a room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Barracks,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When I got to Fort Leonard Wood, we in a 4-bedroom house.
Really?
They turned all of the old base housing into single soldier housing.
Wow.
So I get there, that's
a plus.
I got 3 roommates. We all got our own room. There's 2 bathrooms in there.
Mm.
We got a living room that's furnished. You know what I'm saying? So like hindsight, like looking back, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. We were having house parties at the crib.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And so
it's that structured independence.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got my own stuff.
And I appreciate it because, mind you, at the time, I'm 21, so I feel grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And like 2 of my roommates, they were Lance Corporals at the time. They had came back from Okie.
Okay.
So like they already had like a full like Marine Corps experience. So me and my other roommate, we were the only 2 like fresh out of MOS school.
Got it.
But he was also older than me because he joined late. I think he was like 26, 27.
Oh, dang. Yeah. He had some years.
You know what I'm saying? So, but like our group, like we were just tight. You know what I'm saying? Like we were just tight. But anyway, so I met her there.
Nice.
She was an instructor there for the Air Force. She's in the Air Force.
Okay.
She was an instructor there for Seaburn, so she was teaching Seaburn.
Nice.
And we got on a joint color guard together.
No kidding.
Yeah. So she was carrying the Air Force colors, and I was like a rifleman, right?
Okay.
But how we connected was through boxing.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like she was like the only woman that I ever met at the time who like ever actually.
Yeah.
That knew about boxing.
She was a student of the game.
Yeah, she was like really like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she'll tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the 5th round between like Tonio Tarver, you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
And Roy Jones, like, and I'm like,
so are we saying that she can beat you up?
no, she can't fight.
She knows about boxing. She does not fight.
She's never had a fight in her life. You know what I'm saying? She's never had a fight in her life.
Have to make that clear.
But she knows boxing though, and that's kind of what like drew us in.
Yeah.
But when I met her, our oldest son, Aaron, he was 4. Yeah, he was 4 years old.
Nice.
But we kind of just got like locked in from that point. I went to Bahrain, came back. She got pregnant with my middle son.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up getting married like that year. I think we had been together for like 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of how it came together.
That's what's up.
But yeah, and then obviously, like I said, she's my ex-wife. But I think that like we kind of got to a point where, because as we were both like progressing in our careers, you know, kind of just like went this way, but we're still like good friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think like that is what like makes it just so like such a great relationship.
Yeah, man.
Like I can hit her up, you know what I'm saying? And just like for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like she's going to have my back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I will say from the outside looking in, I've never met her, but of course you and I have been friends for a little while.
Yeah.
That's one thing I'm really big on, people like modeling what healthy looks like.
Yeah.
And from the outside looking in, man, it seems like the relationship that you have with your ex, you know, especially when we were around the boys.
Yeah.
When people talk about their exes around the boys, it's usually negative stuff. They're like, man,
time.
we all know how we talk about the exes.
Yeah. And like we've seen it, right?
Yeah.
Because I will say like a lot of it is warranted, like from like some of the stuff that these women like put these dudes through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like make their life hell. Like I thank God, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For the women who had my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because
man.
she does not like, she don't make it hard to parent. She don't make it hard to like be around, to like get them, like none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so like,
there's got to be a certain level of peace that comes with that, though.
for
because
sure.
I mean, again, I'm still with the mother of my child, and you know, we're still married and everything like that. But I would like to think that if there was, God forbid, there was ever a day we did break up, that we would still have an amicable like cohesion between us, at least for the kids. And even actually without the kids, I would like to still think that we could be somewhat friends, you know?
For sure. Like, cause it just, as long as it like ends mutually and on good terms, cause that like, I think that's kind of the point we got to, where it's like, yo, listen, like you got to make a clean break now before like something happens where I hate you or you hate me. So once you get to that point, then like, I feel like, I ain't gonna say there's no coming back, but it's hard to come back from that.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
there's a certain level of maturity that takes as well, though.
For sure.
Like, I think that for a couple to make that call earlier rather than, I mean, how many relationships, and we're in the military, so we see a lot of relationships, right, that end up going bad and people resent each other for years, just sitting across the table eating dinner, just like, I hate you. Like,
and
it's a waste of a life, man.
That to me is like what I just didn't want. You know what I'm saying? Because then you feel like you missed an opportunity somewhere in this timeline.
Yeah.
I mean, like somewhere, like, man, like if I'd have left you here, like I could have did these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like if you would have left me here, like you probably could have accomplished this. You know what I'm saying? And so like that type of resentment, like that chips away at a relationship.
It does. And I think, unfortunately, it actually, we don't like to think about it, but like it filters down to the kids as well. Like
100%.
Though kids may be, you know, not adults when it comes to understanding of relationships, they pay attention to stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah.
Definitely pay attention to stuff like that.
It don't even have to be like obvious or overt, but like they will notice the small things. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not standing as close to each other as y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or like giving that peck on the cheek when you come into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you ain't doing that no more? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that like kids will recognize.
They will.
You know what I'm saying? So
they will. Yeah. Man, I've been seeing, you know, like from afar because you're not stationed here anymore, but I've seen you with your daughter and your sons, and being a girl dad and a dad of boys. Yeah. What's the difference? Do you think there's any big difference, or like how does it look in your household?
100%, 100%, man. Like so, like my sons, I can talk to them like not necessarily men, but like boys. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be rough with you. Like I can criticize you more. I can critique you more. Yeah. But like my daughter, like I could. But I won't. I just won't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'll talk mess to her sometimes, but jokingly. But like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I got her tucked under the wing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just, but that's only because like I know what it looked like out here. Yes. And so like I need her to have like a good example of what like a man is supposed to look like when he got you tucked in. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I got like you here with me. Like these are the expectations that you are supposed to have of a grown man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny, man. I took literally last night, I took my oldest daughter to a play downtown New Orleans. Yeah. And bro, I was sitting there, like she's sitting next to me, and I was like having a moment, man. I was like, and she's about to turn 17 soon. Oh, yeah, and I was like sitting there like, dang, like hopefully, because I texted her throughout the day. She had a really good progress report. Okay. All A's, man. Yeah. Her lowest grade was a 97. That was not the way that high school looked for me, right? So I was like, I texted her. I was like, hey, we got a date night tonight, right? And she don't like surprises at all. But I was like, we're just going to go out. I had some tickets to a play. We went out there. And you're right, man. Like, I feel like there's a responsibility to show your girls what right looks like or what right is supposed to feel, you know, like... and I think that's a big responsibility too, because
for sure,
like you said, we know what's out there.
Yeah, I know what it look like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially like just like I said, being like a single man in these last like 3-4 years. Like and the women that I've interacted with, like you hear some of these stories, you like, how man said that to you? Yes, or did this to you? Or yes, and I'm like, yo, like. What? Yep. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm just like, yo, that's when you really pull them close. You know what I'm saying? Like you pull them close in, like, hey, listen, there are some expectations. All right. Like I don't care. Like, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Yes. That's why, like, when I'm around her mom, I'm still respect. I'm like, they've never seen me yell at their mom. I never cursed at her. I never called her out her name. Like, none of that. Like, that's just, I just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they try to act wild, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, I don't know who you think you talking to. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But it ain't her.
Yeah. Like, it ain't her. You know what I'm saying? She's my ex-wife. Right. Still, I don't care who you talk to. And I do care, but like, you definitely not going to talk to her like that. Like, it don't even make sense. This is a woman that loves you more than anybody else in the world.
Anybody. Yeah.
You going to talk crazy to the woman who loves you more than anybody else in the world? This is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely crazy.
I make them feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo.
One thing I have noticed with the boys though, man, I feel like with my son, and my son, he's the youngest, he's 5 right now. I feel like, I just think innately, like they look to us for their cues, right? Like,
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the way that I watch the basketball game, my son's paying attention.
Yeah.
The way I react to things, he's paying attention.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like indirectly, I'm teaching him how to be a man just by being around him.
For sure.
I just started recently, just like bringing him to I go hoop on Saturdays. I go to the gym.
Yeah.
And he's old enough to be able to like be independent in the gym. So like I bring him just to be around other men and how we operate. He's seen dad get frustrated on the basketball court. Like, what do I do with that? You know, he's watching, you know, so I think that stuff is important, man.
Of course, man. Like and cause I'm pretty sure your son probably does it too, but like my son, like they pick up on some of my like mannerisms.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Just like how I move, like how I interact with people, how I walk into a room. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't have to tell you how to do this. If you watch, like they just watch me do it.
Yes.
And then I see them from like a distance. You know what I'm saying? And like, oh, like,
yeah,
that's me.
That's
right
a little
there.
me.
Yeah, that's me right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like, man, when I tell you it's so important, bro.
Yeah, man. Big time, big time. Well, this is what we're going to do, man. I want to say thank you for sharing about your kind of harvest experience when it comes to what makes you you, man.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do next, we're going to segue into our next segment. Our next segment is called The Toss Up, where we play this little game, but it kind of helps the viewers and it helps the people that are listening get to know you even more than what we just found out about you in the harvest. Right. It's a game. We have a salad bowl in front of us right now. I wrote down some questions on some green construction paper. I guess it's supposed to signify the salad. But I wrote them just for you, man. What you're going to do, so I'm going to hand you the bowl, man. You could pull one out and hand me the question. I'll read it for you and then we'll discuss it. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's
cool. You down with that? All right. Hopefully these ain't too hard.
Nah, all good. All right. So I'm handing you the question, right?
Yeah, you could just hand it right over to me. All right. The first question for Clark on the toss-up. All right. Clark, you've traveled through the world, through the military life, college, different cities, different seasons. After seeing so much, what does home mean to you now? And where do you feel most at home?
Oh man. So that's tough in the sense that like where we are in the climate today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just I just got back from Germany, right? I was living over there for like 2 years. And so I got to travel all of these European countries and just to see how everybody live and how people treat each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And coming back here to the States, outside of New Orleans, because New Orleans is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
agreed.
Like, outside of here, like just the way people just interact with each other, bro, it's just like, it don't just flow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not like a, and that's not even to say, because like there's a lot of European countries where like they don't do small talk. Like small talk is not a thing, but they care about each other though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just,
there's a unity behind it.
Yeah. Like I don't have to talk to you to like, I see your recycle right there. I'm going to recycle it anyway. Just let him grab this, take that with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But like seeing that type of interactions with people and then coming back here and it's just like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like America is just like,
yeah.
But home though, like home for me is like wherever my kids are. That's home for me. That's the reason why I ended up in Germany. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're stationed in Italy right now.
Got it.
And so like I just needed that. So I stayed, like I lived in Germany. Like my apartment was in Germany. But like my home was in Italy.
Really?
That's where they were. Like, and that's why I felt most at home.
What is it about those spaces? Like, is it a certain smell? Is it a certain like your kids come jump on? Like, what is it?
You know what it is? Like living on my own. You know what I'm saying? It's like the silence, bro. Like the silence. Although it is nice sometimes, like that shit is like it's loud.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But then you get around your kids and like they're loud and they're running and they're jumping and they're on you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know personal space. And I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like I need it.
Yeah.
You know? And so like that's what felt most like normal to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I knew up until my divorce, right? And so outside of that, I'm like, yo, like this is cool. I can go outside, I can have fun. Like all of that's cool. But like this apartment or even my house now, like this house, it's not a home.
Right.
My kids are just here for Christmas. They came for Christmas break, so they were here for like 2 weeks. Like that felt like home.
Did it?
You know what I'm saying? They came in, their rooms were like all set up, you know what I'm saying? Like it looked good, like they had their beds, you know what I'm saying? Like all of, and they were like, yo, and they loved it. And I'm like, yo, like this is home. Bro.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? So that's what home to me feels like.
I'm similar to you, man. Like, I don't know anything that outbeats that feeling right there. Like, of having your children around. Yeah, they could be loud. They could be bothering each other, you know, doing all the things. But like, it's a certain level of peace that I feel when I'm around my children and even my wife, you know, but my wife as well. Like that home unit, it just is a certain feeling behind it where it's just like, it brings me a certain peace, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, like, especially like once you've been around it for so long.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yo, this is what normal is. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like in coming up in a house where you had a lot of people in your house in close proximity, do you feel like that's contributed to like why it feels like more like home when you have people around
100%,
you? Yeah.
100%. Because like I said, like 3 brothers, my sister, my cousins moved in with us, my parents. So like, it was a lot, and we were all like on top of each other, but we were always around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like there was no silence, and my parents, even my brothers, like we don't talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're talking to me. Like we can hold conversations, but we're not just talkers, but we can be in the same space and just be silent. But we're in a space together.
Yeah, man.
And so
man.
So like that's just what I'm used to.
Yeah, man. You're making me remember. I remember when I first joined the military. This before me and Mariah were married, before any kids came about, and my first opportunity to live out of the barracks, and I had my own place. I had like this little condo type deal, townhouse type deal, right?
Yeah.
And I was so happy to have my own stuff. I was like, oh, it's just me. Like I got my own space. I do what I want. I was on that I'm grown type of time, right? And I do remember that silence you talk about, right? Like they say, I've heard somebody say, it was I forget who told me this, but they said like some of the most dangerous places for a man to be is to be alone with his own thoughts, right? Yeah. And I remember being in that condo or that townhouse, and though I was on my own, man, it was some of the most loneliest feelings up in there. Like I would try to spend as much time outside of the house. I would go work. I would go to work. I would go work out. I would go hoop after that, just so I don't have to be in the house alone. And I wasn't big like on video games or nothing like that. So
no, same. And that's how I had been operating for like the last like few years. Like I've slowed down like a little bit now, but like between like when I got a divorce and like now, like that's all I knew. I was like, yo, I can't be just here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I tried to fill it with the gym. I got a degree. I got 2 degrees. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I'm going to fill this space with something. I need to. I have to. You know, because, it'll drive you crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm sitting there thinking like, and I'm wondering if that leads to the answer of your question, right? Like you said, I got 2 degrees. I've been in the gym. I'm in shape. And yet, I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for you, but like, and yet, even at the prime of education, the prime of like whatever you're doing at that time, it still doesn't replace the connection that you have with the little ones. You know,
none of those things will fill this void right here. Yeah, because like these are nice to haves, but I need this. Like these are cool, but like I need this thing right here. You know,
right? Yeah. So, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. All right, man. That was a great first answer, bro. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question of the toss-up, bro. All right, here we go. Okay, this is a good one. From your perspective, from someone who is not currently married, in a world of dating or just meeting new people, what are some green flags that attract you, and what are some red flags that keep you far away?
Oh man. So green flags. So for me, I would say green flag for sure is like a woman who has something going on. Like who has like something that's like occupying her time, whatever that is, whether it's her career, pursuing education, like she is working towards a goal, right? Because, and I say that because I'm doing the same thing and I don't have to fill this void that she feel like she may have. You know? And so that's one of the biggest things for me. I'm like, yo, like and so that also goes into the red flag where it's like, yo, listen, if you ain't got nothing going on, like
yeah, what you doing with that time?
Yeah, what do you have going on? So like when you expect me to like hit you up like all day, every day, it's like, what are you doing with your time? You know what I'm saying? Like you clearly not maximizing your time. You can't be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you hit me up at 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm at work.
Yes.
I'm working.
Yes.
You should be at work. You have a career.
Yeah.
But like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so, and I know I get it. Like there are a lot of women who like, they're trying to, because like I said, I'm 37, I'm almost 38. So like the women that I find myself around, like they're my age, some older, some a little bit younger. But like they've already got the things, right? They've already got the house and the car and the career and so like they're trying to feel like this thing. But I'm like, yo, like,
yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So I feel that. And I say I feel that. Of course, I'm sitting here as a married guy, bro. I ain't been in the dating game, and but it's been a little minute. But I will say that I can understand that though. Like, especially I feel like I don't want to say gone are the days of like the old tradition, because I do feel like there are some guys out there who really do like the women that sit at home, wait on them, you know, and there's a place for that. And there's some women who feel fulfilled in those roles. Right. But I would also say that I see more now that people are expecting the power couple approach, right? Like, I want you to be on the same type of time that I'm on. If I'm working out, I want you to care about your body too. Yeah, you know, if I'm working hard, I want you to pour that into, so we can share those feelings together rather than.
What I feel like what will happen if you're not equally yoked is that's where like resentment comes in. Right? It's like if I'm going to the gym, you met me, I'm already in the gym. Like I've been going to the gym. So you know this and you not doing the same thing. And now you like resenting me because I'm getting in better shape. Yes. And you not necessarily getting out of shape, but like I'm getting in shape. You know what I'm saying? So now you feel some type of like, you know? Yeah. So yeah, I think once men and women, like people are on the same like wave, you know what I'm saying, when they're interacting with each other, it's like, yo.
Man, that was one of the dopest things about coming to New Orleans for my family, right? Like Mariah, she's a registered nurse and stuff like that. But she was able to like start her own business here. And I think that after years of somewhat having to play on the sideline because my military career was taking like the center stage because we were moving whenever I need the PCS and all that kind of stuff. When we got here and we knew that this thing was going to come to an end, the military career was going to come to an end, I think her drive really like got to sink in. Like she's like, oh yeah, now you sit down.
It's my time to shine.
Yeah,
I got it now.
And instead of like, I know so many like insecure guys that would feel some kind of way about that, and I'm like, bro, this is great. Like my baby guy, she got some grind to her too.
That's like, what I'm saying. Like I never understood that about and you know it's crazy because I was just having this conversation with another Marine because he subscribes to like this traditional household where like the man is the leader and all that. And like that is cool, but like the way he explained it to me, I'm like, bro, like but you don't want a partner. You want like a servant. You know what I'm saying? Like and he's like, yes. And I'm like, bro, like that don't listen, dog.
I'm confused.
Listen, dog. I don't know what you're talking about, you know what I'm saying? But like at least today, that's not gonna work for no woman. Not the woman I know.
But I think that that's a facade that I think some people think they want until you start looking at that person. You're like, and I don't want to classify or act like I know about everybody's relationship. Right. I try to stay out of people's stuff because every relationship looks different. But I will say that I'll speak for myself in this one. Like, when your partner starts to look like your child, when you're like having to direct that person, I don't think I could get down with that because I'm like, that's something else for me to do as far as managing your time as well. I'm not interested in that.
And I will say, at least for me personally, like that was one of the factors that kind of led to my divorce. You know what I'm saying? Because when I met my ex-wife, she was already 2 ranks higher than me.
Oh,
she
really?
joined right after high school, and she's 2 years older than me. So she had already been in for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Right. And so she's used to, and she's always been used to, like telling people what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, this is what we're doing. Yeah. This is how it is. Like, and she's used to that thing. And I'm just like, yo, that don't work. That don't work
that's
for
fair.
me. You know
That's
what I'm
fair.
saying? Like, it's cool, but like that don't work for me. Like, not in the long run. Like, this is not sustainable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool at first because, you know what I'm saying? But now it's just like, yo.
Especially for a guy who said that, you thrive in structure. So like it may have been an initial structure that you
I
needed.
think that's what it was. Cause like she had the plan and she had the action. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we going to DC, we going to these museums today, make sure everybody up and do the things and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But, like, at the end of the day, like, you got to understand, like, I don't work for you. You know what
that part.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
that part.
This could be the plan. For sure. And I could get behind this plan.
Yeah.
But your delivery is just crazy.
Man, I like the way you just said that. I like the way you just said that. I'm with the plan. I got it. Because I guarantee you there's some bossy person out there right now that's like, he's talking about me. But no, I think there's a lot of levels to the conversation as far as approaching conversations the right way.
Yeah.
And knowing who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Right?
You know
Like,
what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, I can get behind this all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't even let grown ass Marines talk to me like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so like that's what I
that'll mess with you. That'll mess with you.
So I was like,
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. I think that was a good question, or a good answer to that question, man. We explored your green flags and the red flags. Yeah. We'll go ahead and move on to question 3, bro. All right. Let's see what we got here. Question 3 of the toss up. All right. This is a good one as well. Do you think the younger version of you would recognize you or be surprised by you?
I think he would recognize me. Only because, like, I've always had, like, the ambition, right? I just, like, it's always been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The drive hasn't always been there.
Okay.
But, like, I always knew, like, where I wanted to go in life. Not necessarily in the Marines, but, like, I knew where I wanted to end up in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, I just needed to find a way to get there. You know what I'm saying? And younger me thought that was through school.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but at the end of the day, like, it's like whether I took the school route, the military route, like, I'm going to get to that part. And younger me saw that vision.
Nice. Man, that's a great answer. And I think that lets you know that you're still connected to your younger self as well.
Yeah.
Like, and for you to look back and say like, I knew it was inside of me. Because some people think that they pick it up along the way, but I think sometimes we're kind of born with it as well.
Yeah.
Like there's something inside of us that we're destined for certain things in life.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't say that I know a science behind it.
Right.
But I do feel like, I put it like this, man. As I get ready to retire, I'm like, man, this whole time I've played this game 20 years in the Marine Corps, but I always felt there was something different. You know, like I can fit in, but that's not my purpose as well.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
and I feel like that in high school. I felt like that dang near all my life, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you being connected to see like, he wouldn't be surprised at the guy that I turned out to be. Like that's super dope.
Yeah,
That's super dope, man. All right, next question, bro. Question number 4. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Dog, so when I wrote this one, it was hard for me not to reflect on what my answer would be, but I'm really interested in hearing your answer, all right? If your children were telling someone about you many years from now, what are the 2 biggest things you want them to say that you stood for?
Oh, man. Man. So off the top, I know for sure is respect. It's like a big thing for me, like just off the top. You know what I'm saying? And my kids know that, and which is why, like, if you ever talk to my kids, like, that's probably the best compliment that I get, like, in general, is like when people tell me I have, like, respectful kids. Like, my kids are just, like, genuinely respectful. They wild out in the house. You know what I'm saying? They talk crazy to me sometimes, talk crazy to mom sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We can reel them back in, but, like, they are just genuinely just like respectful, kind kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's important for me because, like, like I that's how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I carry myself like that at all times. Like, I give everybody respect because that's what I expect. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I tell them. So I think that would probably be like number one for sure. It's like,
Yeah.
like just a respect piece. And then I don't know. So I don't know about my daughter, but like my sons though, like I think they think I'm cool. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
big compliment right there.
I think they think I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? So that part, yeah.
That's
like,
what's up.
Like that's like a cool day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Can be strict, you know what I'm saying? But that goes into a respect piece. But like I'm the coolest dad you like.
Yeah, man.
All the dads you know,
I'm the coolest guy.
I'm the coolest dad you know for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my kids I think my kids would agree with that.
Bro, we're so much alike, bro. Because I feel the same way. Like, though, if you ask my daughters right now, especially once they get to the teenage years, they're probably like, my dad's the lamest dude in the world. But I do think that is a big compliment, like for especially your sons to be like, yeah, my dad's cool, man.
Yeah.
Like they probably will never tell you to your face.
Yeah.
But they'll be like,
I just in how they interact with their friends
Mm-hmm.
and like even like emulating my style sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo,
yeah, man.
I see you.
Yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. It makes me think. So like when I was writing that question, man, I was like, it kind of got me in the mindset of like, dang, for us to know that there will be conversations about us from our children many years from now when we're not present, you know, whether we've left this earth already or whether they're raising their children. It made me really get into my thought process of like, what would they say about me? You know, like, I think it'd be, question. Yeah, man. Yeah. Made me think a lot. All right. We got one more question in there, bro. We can hit this question. All right, here we go. I think we're ending this one the right way. All right. This is a pretty open, broad question, but I think you'll have a good answer for it. What's harder for you, letting people in or letting people go?
Oh, letting people in for sure. I'm the cutoff king, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like and it's actually like pretty bad too, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one of the ones. So I'm like out of sight, out of mind. And so like if I can't like physically see you or touch you or be able to reach you, it's kind of just like, you know?
Yeah.
But letting people in, like to like know me for real,
yeah, that's rough.
It's hard, dude. Like, it's so hard, bro, because like that's vulnerable.
Yes,
that's like hella vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And so part of me don't even want anybody to see me, like see that side of me. It's just like, yo, like listen, like I'm a man, I'm a Marine, I'm black.
Right.
Like I'm these things. Like I need you to see like this and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So like letting somebody peek behind that wall, like for me is like that's hard.
Bro, I feel like you're preaching to the choir right now, but like I'll tap in on that as well. Like I feel like this is why we even, I don't want to overgeneralize too much, but like why I think black men struggle with like going to therapy and stuff like that. Like I know some of us are resistant. I was one of the people that was very resistant on cause I was like, I don't want to be vulnerable in front of people.
Yeah.
Until like I start realizing that I'm probably paying more into the facade of what I look like rather than like how I actually am.
Yeah.
And that man, that's hard right there.
Bruh, listen, I'll tell you like, cause I've been in therapy, right? And so, and like, it really like will open your eyes to like to yourself.
Yes.
Cause you like, yo, like you start understanding like, like man, like one, you don't even like pay attention to how you're moving. But then it'll like show you like why you're moving like that and like how to navigate this thing or just completely shut it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, yeah, bro, like I was the same way because I'm like, yo, like I don't want to, especially somebody I don't know like that.
Exactly.
I ain't about to go in here and tell this stranger my feelings.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, man. Like,
so I've done individual counseling, man, and I've done like me and Mariah have done marriage counseling.
Yeah.
And that was another obstacle I had to get over because I thought that counseling was like signifying of like, oh, something's not right.
Right.
Like,
Yo,
so I think like, I was like, well, if we're going to counseling, that means that something's wrong. Yeah. Like,
something's gotta be wrong, right?
And actually Mariah helped me reframe that whole way of thinking. Cause she was like, dog, she even brought it back to the Marine Corps. I'm like, this girl, she's been with me forever, but she brought it back to the Marine Corps. She's like, how are you like counseling your Marines every 3 months, letting them know where they're at, putting that kind of effort into a professional relationship?
Yeah.
But we're not doing it for the main thing that's going on in our lives. And I'm like, ugh,
That's tough.
that's a bar.
That's a bar. That's a bar right there.
Yeah, I might. So it was more of the conversation of, okay, how do we take this good thing and make it great rather than something's wrong, which was hard for me to overcome because I'm like, what will it look like?
Yeah,
if
because
I'm
like and it's kind of tough, like especially for us because you get the black man stigma,
yes,
and you get the Marine stigma on top of it,
yes,
right? And it's like, yo, like listen, like I
I
can't do this, like,
right, and I'm supposed to have it all figured out.
Yeah, this not even for me. This is for everybody else. It's not for, this wasn't made for me. You know what I'm saying? But once you like, especially a good one, like a good therapist, like because the one that I had, like he kind of, you know what I'm saying, just made me, because when I first got divorced, like I said, like I'm sitting in silence, bro, and I'm just like, yo, like I'm stir crazy, right? So I'm trying to throw myself into my schoolwork, go to the gym, but I'm ending up outside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, I gotta talk to somebody because like I'm spiraling, right?
Yeah.
And it don't look like that because I'm showing up to work, I'm doing all the things, big smile on my face, but inside I'm like, yo, like something gotta change. You know what I'm saying? Like something gotta happen. I gotta talk to somebody.
That's the scariest part when like you're the only one that knows when you're spiraling.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
because like outside looking in, like nobody's
gonna catch it.
Yeah, nobody knows this.
And you actually take pride in that because you're like, I'm so damn good.
Bro, yeah.
Nobody's gonna know that I ain't got it together right now.
High functioning, actually. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like I'm doing all the things.
Exactly.
I just remember like sitting on my couch one time, I'm like, yeah, but I
gotta do something.
I gotta talk to somebody, bro.
I wish we could see more of that, man. Like, because you're giving a master class on vulnerability right now as you talk, because I think sometimes for the people who seem like they have it all together, it's okay to show that I didn't do this by myself. You know, like I had a little bit of help. And I guess I would call it help, but like some assistance in figuring out what right looked like for me. Yeah. Because I think it takes a community, it takes a mentor, it takes a therapist, it takes a counselor to ensure that you get the product that sits in front of you today, you know? Yeah. So that's super big, man.
Yeah. The bad part about it for me though is because like I didn't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Only people that knew were my bosses because like some sessions were doing like the work day, like duty day, so I had to like leave. But like I didn't tell anybody like I'm doing the work. I'm just like, I just need to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to figure it out. But me holding that in is like, now I can speak about it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've had some revelations. Yeah. But like first started out, like I ain't
telling nobody. It's a big secret.
Yeah, I ain't telling nobody. I ain't telling nobody this. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. An hour later.
Yeah, I got a meeting I got to go to real quick. I'll see y'all in 2 hours. You know
right.
Like, so,
right.
Yeah,
but I wonder where that stigma came from, where like we assume that everybody just got it all together. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's especially, I hate to be so nuanced with this, but like the black male culture, like, I think there's social pressure there for you to be able to say like, oh, I got this all taken care of.
Yeah. Well, I think this is generational, bro. Because my dad, they couldn't have it. Yeah. You got 4 kids in your early 20s. Like you can't have it all.
You just don't.
I know you under a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? And it's no telling like how like much further he could have climbed. True. You know what I'm saying? With that help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like realizing like maybe I should do this thing different or like move differently this way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, but like I know me just looking at my pops, like I can count on one hand how many times I've seen my dad cry in my life. Yeah, I'm 37 years old.
I think I can use one hand. Yeah, I'm sure. And I don't even need the whole hand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the 2 instances that I can think of were funerals. You know what I'm saying? Where it's expected. But like I can't think. You know what I'm saying? And so like it's the way it is.
And what's crazy is because now I look at life and I'm like, I realize I don't think it's easy to get overwhelmed, but I realize there's so many opportunities for overwhelm to creep in
for sure
for everybody, right? Sure. Like the smallest thing can tip a scale. Yeah. And like you said, with all the things in your household, having 4 children up in that house on top of other children, like managing expectations, emotions, your mother, that's a big responsibility, bro.
Bro, such a huge task.
Yeah,
especially not like I said, like me thinking about it now, I'm just like, bro, like, because I have the resources and I have the space. So like, and even with the space and resources that I have, it wouldn't be easy.
Yeah.
So for them to have less than what I have now and they still did it, it's like,
yeah, man, that's
bro, like it's tough.
hats off to them. Yeah. Because if you did it with no help, and I'm pretty sure, like, I think about my father, and he had, he has a brother, and he was really close with his dad. So I feel like, and really to tell you the truth, I think people discount this, but like barbershop talk gets a lot of black men through a lot of stuff. I don't know if it's always super healthy, but like,
hey, listen, but sometimes like that's just like whatever that outlet look like. Whatever that conversation is, like you got to speak your mind about something for an hour.
Yes, get it off your chest. Yeah, man. Dog, there's sometimes I go to the barbershop. I don't even look at my cut after I'm done. I'm just like, I feel refreshed. I got that off my chest.
Yeah. And that's, I don't know if you saw like my post on IG the other day, but like I love the barbershop.
Yeah, man.
Because like it's always entertaining and like everybody always super friendly. And they just have good conversation.
Yeah, man.
They just have good conversation.
Good conversation. No drama. Even if people are disagreeing, like.
Yeah. And you know how New Orleans do. So so even if they get loud and animated, like it's coming from love. Though,
yeah, man.
Saying? Like this is a barbershop argument.
Yeah, man. It's funny because in New Orleans, I'm not sure if whoever's watching right now, but in New Orleans, I have to get used to this. Like, males will call each other bitch.
Oh, nah.
Which is a disrespectful thing in Atlanta, but they'd say Detroit it like too. Out of like, they like, yeah, little bitch. Like, I saw that go down in the barbershop one time. I thought it was about to be a fight, but they were just having conversation. I was like, oh, this is different.
All right, man, I guess.
I got it, bro. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up, man. Well, we'll conclude the toss up, man. Thanks for those answers, man. I think it helped us learn a little bit more about you, brother. What we're going to do next, man, we're going to go ahead and segue to our next and second to last segment, man. We call it mixed ingredients. There was a specific topic that I wanted to go over with you in mixed ingredients when it came to your journey in pledging to the fraternity, the historically black fraternity, Kappa Alpha Psi, that you're currently part of, man. Like we talked about in the Harvest, your upbringing when it comes to education, how you ended up in the Marine Corps. How did you find this fraternity, and how did you know it was the one for you?
So it's interesting, man. So to take it back a little bit, like I've always known, and this is gonna be cliche, bro.
Okay.
Like, you ever seen School Days?
Yes.
So watching School Days, like, and G5G, right?
Yes.
Like not to that extreme, but like I just knew, like, bro, like I want to be a part of a group like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want something like that. It just seems like a cool experience. Fast forward. Freshman year of college, like I said, I got to hang out with some of the noobs, right? And so I'm like, yo, like these dudes, like they just aligned with like how I thought. Because like if you ever met noobs, we're not like loud and boisterous at all. Like, but there is a command presence though when you step in there, and that's just how I grew up. That's how my dad is. Yeah. It's not a loud dude. Yeah. But like he commands respect like where he goes, you know? And so that's just kind of how I got drawn to them. The funny story is, so when I dropped out of college, ended up joining the Marines, right? And so like if you know anything about the D9, like in the military, so do you know Qs? Like you know what niggas, right? And so you know like their demeanor, right? There's just like these loud, they
very loud,
around, right?
Yeah, raunchy a little bit.
Yeah. And so like I equated that in my Marine brain. So I'm like, yo, like if we just going off the branches of the military and the D9, like the Qs are the Marines.
Yes.
Like, this is a thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so for a while I was like, man, like, should I do that? But then I had to have a conversation. And in this conversation, she was like, listen, it's like, yes, you are a Marine. But when you take this uniform off, like, who are you?
Oh, that's a big
like,
question.
Who are you when you take this uniform off? Like, are you loud like that? I was like, nah, I ain't loud like that. I don't even yell like that for you. You know what I'm saying? She's like, exactly. And then it made me like think back, like, you know what? Yeah, like it's like the Noops is the obvious choice.
Yeah.
Right? It's like it's the obvious choice. And then so now like when I talk to people and then they realize like I'm a Noop, right? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm a member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. They like, that makes sense.
Yes.
And the only thing I can say is thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it fits.
Like this,
yeah.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's kind of how that whole thing took form.
So I think you said a lot of important things right there. And I want to like put a pin in that. Like, one, I think in America right now, sometimes we allow occupations to define everything about us.
For sure.
Probably one of the biggest things that's got me eager to leave the military or retire out the military here soon is because I was like, man, that's not my full identity.
Right.
Right. For you to be able to notice that and you know, hats off to whoever you had that conversation with, for them to be able to say like, no, who are you? Like, who's the actual person in there?
Yeah.
I know what you do for work.
Right.
I know their brand.
Yeah.
It's easy to fit into, but like, who's that person? Because I would say the Noops in my mind, if I'm thinking military branches, I would say they come off kind of like the Air Force, like when it comes to.
And that's fair.
Yeah.
And that is 100% fair. You know
but the thing about the Air Force, I know in military settings, we like to make fun of the Air Force, but like we talk about like quiet professionals that seek excellence in everything that they do.
Yeah.
There's a value to it.
And you can't discount like their presence.
Yes.
Right? Like you don't win wars without the Air Force.
No.
You can't.
You cannot.
It's impossible.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't got to be loud about it.
Nope.
But you know they're there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And so like, so.
And the fact that we would assume that anytime somebody from the Air Force walks into the room, they're the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
That may not be true.
It may not be true.
But we would assume it.
But that's what you think.
Yes. Like you said, the aura, they have this certain vibe with them. And I can definitely see it with the Noops. Like even in meeting you, like, I'm like, oh yeah, like, one of the coolest cats out there. We done been out together. We done been, traveled together and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, Clark probably one of the smoothest cats out there, and I think it's very fitting for your fraternity. I know you bring value to those spaces. What? And I would assume there's some things that you that are fraternity business you don't talk about or whatever. But like, what was it that they could give you as far as that fraternity that the Marine Corps couldn't?
So I don't want to say lifelong bonds because I know Marines who I'm still friends with from 16 years ago, right? But the problem with that though is like I haven't seen him in 16 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like the Noops, like you're gonna run into them everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. And
when you run into them, it don't matter how you were made. That's not it, because it's not what we're gonna ask you. Like
you're a Noop. Yeah.
When'd you cross? Where you cross at? I know you're a Noop now. How can I help you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What can I do for you? You know what I'm saying?
Brotherhood.
And it's just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, yo, like they just take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? And whatever space you in, like whatever space you're going to be. And it's not even just the Noops, right? Like if I'm being honest, like it's across the D9 in general.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've gone places and I've run into alphas, Qs who realize that I'm a Noop. You know what I'm saying? But they're run this hotel.
Yeah. Right?
Prime example. One of the alphas ran a hotel. I have my Kappa bracelet on. It's like, oh, like you're a Noop? Like, yeah. It's like, oh, hit me with an upgrade.
Dang.
Right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Free upgrade to like some nice suite. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's
like,
what's up.
Yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things, man, where it's like that network as a whole is just great. But like the Noops in general, man, like when I tell you like these are just some of like the best like brothers you will ever meet in your life.
Yeah.
Like I can't even explain it for real.
Man, that's good to know that there's networks that exist out there that are outside of occupational, parameters that still people can feel fulfilled with.
Yeah.
And talking about the fraternities of the Divine Nine, like what can we say a little bit about the sororities as well? Like, do you feel like they kind of play out the same way that you see the unity in the fraternities?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. So I mostly know like AKAs and deltas.
Are AKAs kind of compatible to noops, I guess,
They
on
are.
the
They
sorority
are.
side?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to know. I don't know if I'm overgeneralizing right now.
It depends on who you asking, like in the setting you asking in, right?
Okay.
Because like we're the same in a sense that, like they call us pretty boys, they call them pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? But they also have like this command presence, right? Because they were the first, right? So like they have that. You know what I'm saying? We weren't the first, but like you can't tell us that. You know what I'm saying? So
let y'all tell it. It's different.
You know what I'm saying? Like so that's just how like we just carry ourselves. But yeah, like I've definitely seen it in the sororities too. Like it's just like their bonds, at least in the women that I've met, like they just it's the same thing. Like they will go to war behind that. You know what I'm saying? Like behind their letters, their colors, like their organization, like
yeah, man.
This is our thing. You know what I'm saying? You hold that to heart. And so yeah.
What would you say? What advice would you say to somebody who may be interested in pledging to a D9, like one of the D9s? Like, what advice would you give as far as like picking the right one or the right fit, and what they could expect from that journey? What value would it add to what they have going on in life? Yeah.
So first thing is right is research. Right. Do your research on all of the organizations, right? Like what they're about, their motto is, like how they carry themselves in the chapter or the area that you're pursuing.
Okay.
Right. So if you're doing alumni chapter, like look at the alumni chapters there. But that's just like look at their impact, one, on what they're doing in the community, and is that what you're trying to do?
Okay.
Like are you trying to get behind that? Is that your goal? You know what I'm saying? So one is the research, and then two is self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Because I've met a couple dudes where like they like, yo, like I want to be a Kappa. I'm like, nah. Like
not for you.
Yeah, it don't suit your personality.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Omegas, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the Qs, maybe the Alphas.
Yeah.
But like Kappa for sure, like
can you gatekeep? If you and I don't know if you can answer this question. Tell me when to stop. But like, if you see somebody who's clearly not of your cloth as far as like how you operate, and they're attempting to cross into your fraternity,
absolutely,
you could be like, this ain't the one.
Whoever they reached out to, you just reach out to them. Hey,
brother, that ain't it.
I know, dude.
Yo, Kev, he not the one, dog.
He not the one.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Yeah, he not the one.
Yeah,
but yeah, like, and because you will also meet some dudes who all they want to do is have the letters. Like they just want to be a Kappa, just to say that they're a Kappa.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the mentorship. They don't want to do the community service. Like they don't want to do any of these things. And like you will meet those dudes, and you will know them when you meet them. Really, they're just superficial. They're like showtime guys. Exactly right. Like you will know them when you meet them, and you're like, that's what you tell them. Like but like, dang. I will tell you this, man, and this is a guy who's never been part of a fraternity, especially part of the D9, and hands down, flat out, y'all have the dopest stroll there is. Like, bruh, I remember I hit you up. I think it was during the Super Bowl because they had some noops that were dancing with Usher. Yeah, I was like, these dudes look like the coolest dudes in the world. Like, y'all just got a certain swag, man. I know y'all egos are already big, but hey, man, y'all be doing y'all damn thing. Real talk, brother. We be trying, man. Yeah, man. You the last thing I want to hit on, you said the work that's attributed with being a noob. Yeah. A lot of people think that these fraternities are just for show or just for the brotherhood. What type of work are you talking about? So it's like community service pretty much, right? So like we have a lot of just community initiatives, right? One of being our Guy Right program, right? So it's like, it's our Kappa League, right? So we have kids 12 to 18, right? 17, 18, like graduating high school. And we kind of just like introduce them to the noobs and just to D9 life and just to community service. Right? Nice. Like, yo, listen, it's not all about the parties and the girls and all of these things. Like, what are you doing for the community that you grew up in?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, how are you making this look better?
Mm.
Right? Like, so whether it's giving meals to the homeless, like food, shelter, like all of these things, right? Like,
Yeah.
there are things in the community that need to happen, right? Or reading initiatives, right? So, like, helping kids learn how to read
Yeah.
on their grade level, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, yeah, there's so many different things that we do in the community that people don't see because they see the TikTok side of the news, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so, yeah, it's important work what we do,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to get down.
Yeah, man.
Because like, yo, like it's just important.
Yeah. Important. And from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's fulfilling as well.
Oh, absolutely.
The type of work that y'all do, man.
Absolutely.
Well, man, thank you for sharing about that, man. I've always wanted to ask you, and I've always had an interest as far as like, man, it seems like there's some mystery behind it all.
Yeah.
But thanks for sharing the experience of what one could expect if they're interested in the D9 life, man. What we'll do is we'll put up on the screen any type of resource that you could reach out to that Clark leaves that can help you research and find out what's a good fit for you, man.
Yeah,
so I appreciate that, man. And this is what we actually are going to do. We're going to conclude our mixed ingredients portion, and we're going to segue right into our last portion of the day, our last segment of the day. We call it the final bite.
Okay.
Now, the final bite is where I leave it to my guests. We've talked about a lot, man. Like, we've talked about fatherhood. We talked about leadership. We talked about your journey in the Marine Corps. We talked about Detroit, man. We hit a lot of different topics. And I always like to leave the final bite with my guests for them to either cover or talk about something that's on their heart or on their mind that they feel like somebody needs out there. I can't guarantee you that this is going to get 5 million views or anything like that, but I guarantee you that this might actually touch the ears of somebody who needs to hear it. Is there a message that you have that you can leave with us in the final bite?
Oh man. So I don't want to make it cliche, right? But with this being Black History Month and you and I both being Black men, and like we just talked about with mental health, like if you are thinking about it, you should probably do it. Like if that is a thought that has crossed your mind where you might need to talk to somebody, then do that. Like I can almost guarantee that it's going to help you in whatever situation you're in, right? And just having that person to talk to and vent to and let everything out and then getting some type of feedback back is going to help you out. And so like that, if I could leave you with anything else as a Black man to anybody else listening, but specifically another Black man, talk to somebody.
Yeah, man. I think that's heavy, and I think that's definitely needed coming from a figure like yourself. Man, that's a great message, man. I don't even want to caveat or add on to that because I think you said exactly what needs to be said in leaving that final bite, man. Before we conclude, I will tell you this, man. I truly appreciate this interaction, bro.
Course, yeah.
In this podcasting thing that I've been doing, man. People ask me all the time, like, "Oh, what's your favorite episode?" Or what? Man, every time I sit down with somebody, man, I learn something new about even somebody I call a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's these kind of conversations that are going to help us light the way for things to come in the future. You know, I like to think that there's probably like a little hippie inside of me or something like that because I want everybody to be happy and everybody to be united. Yeah. But I think I'm trying to do the work by ensuring our unity by even small conversations like this, man. So I truly appreciate you coming and sitting down and talk with me, brother.
It's my pleasure, bro.
All right, for everybody out there, man, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that I put Clark's information up here. If you want to reach out directly to him, I'll drop his Instagram and all that kind of stuff. That way you could DM him. If you have any thoughts about the episode, reach out. If he's the person that you want to talk to and get a little bit of feedback, if you have any questions for him, please reach out, just like what he said. And on another note, I would just say, like, if you're looking at this right now or you're listening, we just did our best impression to try to normalize authenticity, right? Authenticity is something that we don't see often right now in this world. And I think it's on all of us to try to introduce that into our daily lifestyle on an everyday basis. So if you sat through this episode, if you watched pieces of it, or if you just watched the clips, know that we appreciate you. And I ask that you pay it forward when it comes to normalizing authenticity. And we'll see you next time on the Salad Bowl Podcast. Peace.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. You are now tuned into the listen up. Don't care if you about to pass out or you just getting up. You really did your thing with this one, Kevin. Gotta give it up. Messages you bring and be motivation to live it up. We out here really normalizing authenticity. Can't be talking all the time, cause that mean you ain't listening. I think you look better when you smile, I see you glistening. Communication helping me to see what you envisioning. Yeah, back to the mission then. Whether you black, white, brown, yellow, or green, more can be accomplished as a team. Together the problem is never as hard as it may seem. Lot of captivating convos like Martin telling his dream. We choosing curiosity over certainty. You should certainly subscribe to this one here with some urgency. This a win. Even Callie know. You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl. The Salad Bowl Podcast.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
Yeah, you are now tuned in to the...
It's the Salad Bowl Podcast.
You are now tuned in to the Salad Bowl.
You are now tuned into the Salad Bowl Podcast with Kevin Thompson.